Okay, just got home and I did go to another Coles because I was looking for some more markdowns and also I needed to double price check something, and I saw that they had a Caesar salad kit there for $1.10, so I picked it up. And then I went to Woolworths because I'm still looking for that pork knuckle. It's driving me insane. So I did go to Woolworths and I grabbed this. Straight away I was thinking it was breast fillet, and then I realized it says thigh fillets, but that's okay because thigh is really good in curries and other stuff like that to hold. It's not as dry as chicken breast. So this was a 1.5 kilo tray. It was $14.50 a kilo, and it said, so the total was $21.91 but marked down to $10.08. So halve that and it will make 2 separate meals. And then I also picked up a cooked chook marked down to $6. This will be very valuable to people who like chicken sandwiches for lunch. I will pull this apart once I'm inside, because it's always best to pull apart a chicken when they're warm, and then the meat is there for people for sandwiches throughout the week. My hubby will be very happy to have chicken sandwich this week instead of standard ham. So that's today's shop. Don't know if I'll do any markdown shopping after Zumba tonight. We shall wait and see. I don't actually need anything, and I forgot to go to another Coles, but I was like, I need to go home and start organising dinner. So yeah. So I did go markdown shopping after Zumba. Went to a Woolworths that I rarely go to, but I thought let's just give it a go, and pure luck I found the pork knuckle, so that is super exciting to have that. So we will cook that up later in the week. 3 pizza bases for 88 cents. These will go into the freezer. We always need pizza bases. No, I can't make it myself. It doesn't turn out the same every single time. And then 2 lots of chocolate milk for $2.48. All the hard work is done for me, so I don't mind paying for chocolate milk like this because I think it is well worth it. So total amount spent for this shop, and then the total for the week. Okay, we're wrapping up part 1 of the Flybuys 4-week spend. So here is the shop, either on mine or my daughter's account, I can't remember. So we've got a packet of wraps, 2 packets of wraps. We've got a packet of hamburger buns for 55 cents. So I think this shop was led by the markdowns. I went in there looking for something, and once I started getting markdowns, then we started building a shop. We've got wholemeal raisin toast here for $1.04. Apparently my daughter said it's not very good. I don't mind it. I think it's just normal. But anyway, multigrain bread and a loaf of Wonder White bread for 88 cents. I picked this up because I have an offer. If you buy 5 of these Wonder White breads, you get the 6 for free. So that's my plan, that I buy them on clearance, and then eventually I'll be able to get a free white loaf of bread. Aioli, we need that for stockpile, and bagels for 70 cents. So this is where I started picking up markdowns, and it very quickly went, hey, we should do a shop. 2 lots of the chocolate Chobani oat milk. My daughter really likes these. And 4 of the Minor Figures oat milk here, just the plain ones. These are on shelf. They're 2 for $7 instead of $4.80 each. Sponge cake for $1.35. This lady had about 5 of them in her trolley, and when I went to grab one from the shelf, which was the last one, she looked at me, and I just like looked at her trolley and then looked at her, and she just smiled and walked off. Oh my gosh, I think I am a generous markdown shopper. I will always only ever take 1 or 2 of something if there's not many there, but if there's heaps, I will grab quite a few. But anyway, we have some roast gravy beef there. Finally got some of that for the cupboard. I got 1 UHT milk because I got that at the end of the shop because I was starting to run out of money for the spend, and I wanted to keep it to the minimum. 2 packets of muesli bars, and we've got sliced cheese because we always need to have that in the house all times. Ham for sandwiches, and the I'm Perfect carrots because the 1.9, it was $1.90 for 1.5 kilos or $1.90 for 1 kilo. So best to purchase the bigger packet. And then we've got the second shop, and again, as you can see here, led by markdowns. So of course we started a shop. It wasn't many, but yeah. And this was actually at one of the Coles too that I rarely go to, but I thought, let's just head in store and see. And they managed to have these chicken burgers on markdown. So that basically just went, we're here, we're shopping, this is it, we need to get the Coles spend done, so let's go. So we have these. Funny, I've only ever seen these marked down to about $10 in the previous weeks as well, so not much less than we've got them for, but still something. Hot dog rolls marked down to 29 cents. These are perfect for our French toast. We can also freeze them for meatball subs. I got this cabbage for 49 cents. I'm looking to do some chow mein during the week, so ready for that. 2 packets of Scotch finger biscuits. We go through these so fast, so good thing they're cheap. We have some smooth hazelnut spread. That's for stockpile for the cupboard. I got another aioli because it's one of the things we go through pretty quickly, and it's shelf stable before it's open, so stockpile. Nescafe Gold coffee. I'm pretty sure this was the only one on the shelf as well, so I picked it up for $19. Oh, that's right. It was the last on the shelf, but also I still had one left on the rain check, so I picked that up. So pure luck was with me tonight. I picked up a massive cauliflower because it's $3.50, so I thought I'd grab that, and also 2 of these big stems of broccoli because they were like $3.90 a kilo. So I did grab 2 bags of the frozen ones, but then I worked out that fresh was cheaper, so I've gone back and I'll be able to use the stems for in a chicken broth. I've got a packet of the crackers here, the last packet on the shelf as well. Oh my gosh. And I picked up coleslaw salad for 99 cents. If only a quarter of this gets eaten, I won't be mad, because for 99 cents it's totally worth picking it up. And then if more gets eaten, awesome. Corn kernels, we use these more in meals rather than with carrots and corn now. It's just a little bit easier for cooking, and then they stretch a bit longer. Lamington fingers, they get thrown in the freezer. My son likes to grab one every now and again for a snack. Chopped onions, I love these. I do not like to chop fresh onions, so the fact that I can have these frozen in the freezer just makes cooking a lot easier. And a packet of dark chocolate licorice. We haven't had these in the cupboard for ages, so I thought I better pick up a packet for hubby because he really likes them. Yeah, so I picked up this Ingham garlic Kiev's things. Anyway, there's 4 in there for $7.50. I will not pay any more than $2 each for these. And before anyone says, Woolworths sell them for $1.50, they do. They're about this size. They're nearly half the size. And I just don't find they're as good as these bigger ones. These are really filling with the sauce type thing that's inside. So I will wrap those up individually. And I picked up a set of these kebabs. Now, I tell people all the time, please pay attention to your kebabs and your weight and everything else. So this is 450 grams at $3.85. So basically, times that by 2 to get a kilo, you're still under $9 a kilo, which chicken's $9 in the deli right now. And it's flavored. So straight away, I'm thinking a couple of these for lunch with a salad, a couple of these in a wrap, pull out the skewer naturally. Have a chicken wrap for dinner with some homemade chips on the side. I'm thinking Kiev's for dinner one night. So this brain starts ticking over pretty quickly. I also picked up this Mongolian lamb stir fry for $2.50. So it has a whole lot of veggies and sauce in there. Now, I figured that was a quick meal thing. So I'm thinking straight away, I'm going to have that for dinner with some leftover rice, and the boys can have tacos because they really like that. And then my daughter will probably just have a panko chicken or a separate chicken wrap with homemade chips with different chicken. And then while I was in there, I picked up a 6-pack of melting moments because they were $2.50. And no, I can't currently make them myself. And then also while I was in there, I picked up this roast beef. It's 1.2 kilos, but it's been marked down to $11. It was $23. and it's a community code, so apparently money goes back to the community as well. So there's a few different shopping things that I've got today, and that's also why I do markdown shopping, because now this will cover us for sort of 3 or 4 meals. Hello, I just went to a Foodland that very, very rarely would go to. It's just that I went to a friend's house to help her with her price book, and I know that she's watching, so you'll know where I am. And my music's playing. So I went to Foodland because I would just like to have a look around at what's there. And I did pick up 2 packets of these Shapes fully loaded flame grilled chickens because they were on clearance for 90 cents each. It took me a bit to figure out where the clearance section was, but I just thought about a couple of the other Foodlands that I've been to that are not rare, and I know that they're in part of an aisle, if that makes sense. They're not on an end or a set area that's pretty obvious. So unless you're looking for it, you're not going to find it. So I just grabbed 2 of these because if hubby doesn't like them, then I won't be stuck eating these biscuits for the next umpteen weeks. Pretty much anything would be fine with a dip, so that's fine. And then I picked up a packet of these Hokey Pokey lumps for $1.50. My mum really likes these. I had 1 or 2 to taste test because that's important. Yeah, but that's it. But also I wanted to look because I've got a really good health food section, and I'm always on the lookout for some lactose-free things for Kira, and just curious to know what's around. I agree that some of the prices were really good in there as well. And yeah, some of the markdowns, not bad. What I picked, you know, I'm really stingy, but other stuff was like, where's the rest of it? Yeah, but overall it looked pretty good, and I think that if you just shop the specials with the catalogs and work out a system, and I'm talking to you, I know she's watching, I think you'll get on it. You'll be good. So yeah, all right, let's go home. 2 lots of the honey for they're $1 kilo each. They're $5.50. So I was like, divided by 2, that's $2.25 for 500 grams. A squeezy bottle of honey is 400 grams for $4.40. So winner. And then I went to Coles because this was my Flybuys freebie. Food vlog checking in. So Thursday I went to Foodland as per usual, and sadly there were no bananas there, which I only literally realized this morning as I was leaving for Zumba. I didn't get any bananas yesterday, so that changed plans for today. I did, however, pick up these 2 massive cauliflowers that are $1.75 each. This one's bigger than this one. This was the biggest one there, and this is the second biggest. So I figured put them together. So that makes, what, $3.50, which is what Coles are selling their cauliflower for right now. So that was pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I will break that down, put it in the freezer, and that should last us at least a month, because I'm focusing on purchasing stuff to get us through a month now to try and jump over Flybuys deals and stuff like that, and like stockpile up to carry us through, so in case the next deal isn't as good, or it just doesn't come, or whatever. Touch wood, I always get a deal, but yeah, who knows. And yeah, finished the Flybuys deals, so that's done and dusted. And I will next week do a Woolworths haul for a big month shop to just test the waters with some things to stockpile, because I get a 10% off with that, because my Woolworths thing ran out at $70, and so I got my daughter to sign up for the $35 a year, so it would save us. So I had already done the shop for the month just to get muesli bars and some chips and some other bits and pieces, thinking that I'd miscalculated, thinking that I won't do another shop, and that when her spend thing starts, it won't be till July. But it started now, and she gets the opportunity to get a 10% off for this month. So I was like, well, I'll do a big month shopper right before the end and see if it can carry us through and where we go from there. So stay tuned for that, because it will be such a massive thing. I'll do a separate haul on that. Okay, it's just easier to do it here rather than drag everything inside. So first of all, I've got a 5 kilo bag of carrots. It was $4.99, so $1 a kilo, which is great because they are rarely that price at Foodland anymore. Sometimes you'll get bags for $7.99, and if they do pop up next week, I might even grab a couple. I'm planning on chopping a whole lot of these up and throwing them in the freezer and pre-making some stews and some other things like that. I got a 5 kilo bag of potatoes for $6 or $5.99. Coles sell this for $6.50, so I'm saving 50 cents. Then, as I was leaving, I saw these strawberries here for $2.99, so I picked them up. So they'll be good on the weekend for our French toast. I picked up zucchini so I can make a quiche for my daughter. And I picked up, I think it's just over a kilo of bananas because they were $2.49 a kilo compared with $3.50 or $4 or whatever they are at Coles.